Hey, I'm Adam Jusko from ProfitMoney.com. In this video, we are going to look at the best credit card bonuses for the first quarter of 2021. But before we do that, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. And if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So we're into the first quarter of 2021. If you are someone who is looking for a credit card bonus because you have a big spend to make in the near future, or maybe you just want to pick up a couple $100 cash off of a new credit card, we're going to take a look at what is out there. Some of the best offers from the end of 2020 have unfortunately ended, but there's still plenty of good stuff out there. So if you're in one of those situations, got a big spend coming up, or you just want to get yourself a credit card bonus, there is still a lot to look at. We are going to look at consumer cards and business cards. I am going to split up the consumer cards into no annual fee cards and the bonuses on those, and then look at the cards that do have annual fees that oftentimes have bigger bonuses, but obviously have an annual fee that you have to commit to at least some extent. Now, if you're looking for a substantial bonus on a no annual fee card, something that is fairly easy to get, you only have to spend $500 or $1,000 in order to reach the bonus threshold. We're going to look at those cards first. The best one out there right now, the US Bank Altitude Go Visa. You can earn 25,000 points, which equals $250 cash. If you redeem it that way, you have to spend $1,000 in 3 months. So probably the easiest way for you to get a nice bonus on a no annual fee card right now. And then there are a number of cards out there that will give you a $200 bonus for spending either $500 or $1,000 in the first 3 months. I'm going to run down a little list here. There may even be some other ones out there on the market as well, but here are some of the more well-known ones. Both of the Chase Freedom cards, so you have the Chase Freedom Unlimited and the Chase Freedom Flex, are going to give you a $200 bonus if you spend just $500 with the card in the first 3 months. Now, these cards did have a bigger bonus at the end of 2020 with a big grocery spend bonus. That unfortunately has gone away here in early 2021. Other cards in this same area with that $200 bonus: the Wells Fargo Propel American Express, the Capital One Quicksilver card, also the Capital One Saver One card, Bank of America's Cash Rewards card, and the American Express Cash Magnet. The US Bank Cash Plus Visa also falls into this category. I'll also highlight one other no annual fee card here that has a bonus that potentially could be worth more than any of those, depending on what you can spend or what makes sense for you to spend. So the Blue Cash Everyday has a $150 cash bonus if you spend $1,000 with the card in the first 3 months of having it. It will also give you 20% back on your Amazon purchases for the first 6 months that you have the card, up to $200 back on those purchases. So if you're someone that uses Amazon very regularly and you are willing to make that Blue Cash Everyday card the one that you spend with in the next 6 months, you could get up to $350 as a bonus. Now, I will also highlight 4 no annual fee travel cards. I've said in other videos that I'm not a big fan usually of travel cards that don't have an annual fee in terms of holding them for the long term, but if you are looking for a bonus, here are some that are worth looking at. The one that makes the most sense from my perspective is the Hilton Honors American Express card, a no annual fee card that has a 100,000 point bonus opportunity. Now, that sounds huge, but Hilton points are not worth a ton, so that 100,000 points probably in most scenarios is worth $400 in Hilton hotel stays. Still, for not paying any sort of annual fee, getting 100,000 points worth $400 in hotel stays, not too bad. 3 other no annual fee travel cards to look at for their bonuses: the Bank of America Travel Rewards card, a 25,000 point bonus if you spend $1,000 with the card in the first 3 months of having it. Those points equal $250 worth of travel, so you redeem your points toward travel. The nice thing about this card is it is not just one airline or hotel or whatever that you have to spend those points on. So you can purchase your travel with the card, and then you can use the points you have to offset that travel from a variety of different travel vendors that you might use. So that is a nice thing. Now, these 2 other cards are specific to hotel programs. The first one is the Wyndham Earner card. You've got a 30,000 point bonus if you spend $1,000 there. probably equal to around $300 in Wyndham value. And then the Marriott Bonvoy Bold, also 30,000 points if you spend $1,000 in the first few months. That one, in terms of value, probably about $250 worth of Marriott stays. Now let's talk about some annual fee cards. There are some bigger bonuses if you are willing to pay an annual fee, but then of course you have the commitment to some extent of paying an annual fee, especially if you hold the card for the long term. So the two big cards that we're going to talk about here in terms of if you are willing to pay an annual fee to get a big bonus come from Southwest and JetBlue. Let's look at Southwest first. So Southwest has 3 consumer cards, each with a different annual fee and different features, but all 3 of them have the same bonus going right now, and that is you will get 50,000 Southwest points if you spend $2,000 with any of these cards in the first 3 months of having it. Then you can earn another 30,000 point bonus if you spend $10,000 with the card in the first 9 months of having it. So overall, if you can meet both of those, you would end up getting 80,000 points from Southwest on those purchases. Now, like I said, there are 3 cards with 3 different annual fees. The Plus card, the least expensive of those, has a $69 annual fee. So if you look at a Southwest card that could give you 80,000 points, if you can max that out, depending on how you use those Southwest points, those could be worth as much as $1,200 in travel value. So if you get $1,200 in travel value and you're only paying $69 as an annual fee, well then that $69 is not a whole lot to pay, even if you hold the card for a few years. The JetBlue Plus card offering you something similar. You're going to get 50,000 points if you spend at least $1,000 in the first 3 months of having that card. You're going to get an additional 50,000 points if you can spend $6,000 in the first 12 months of having the card. So that's a whole year to spend $6,000, which many people can do, even if you might find it to be a little too ambitious with some other cards that really want you to have a huge spend. So you could earn 100,000 points from JetBlue. The card does have a $99 annual fee, but you look at 100,000 points, probably going to be worth, I would think, somewhere between $1,000 and $1,200 in terms of travel value for you on JetBlue. So even with that $99 annual fee, still pretty good looking. All right, so those are the 2 big ones right now as I make this video, that if you're willing to pay an annual fee, have really nice bonuses, but then obviously you're making a commitment to those particular airlines in terms of where you can use those bonuses. So I'm going to give you a list of a bunch of other cards here, not really go into specifics on them, but if you are interested in looking further, whether that is an airline or a hotel or flexible points, whatever is sort of most interesting to you, any of these cards have some pretty decent bonuses right now that I would say probably give you a value of anywhere from $400 to $500 even after the annual fees that you pay. So the first one of those is the World of Hyatt card. And then you have the IHG Premier card, which is a card of a number of hotel chains, the Alaska Airlines Visa, the American Express Platinum, which I'll get back to in just a moment, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, the Citi Premier, Capital One's Venture card, that's the annual fee version of its Venture cards, the Citi A Advantage Platinum Select card, the American Airlines card there, United Airlines Explorer card, the Hilton Surpass card, and then finally the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless card. And so I said any of those cards that I just talked about have anywhere from $400 to $500 of value in terms of the bonus as far as I'm concerned. But when I say that, what I mean is that I'm sort of doing a calculation that takes into account a number of things, and those things include the value of any particular point or mile that any of those cards is giving, whether that's an airline mile or a hotel point or a flexible travel point, how many of those points or miles you might be getting from any of the cards, and then what is the annual fee on that card. So what I'm really doing is sort of taking what I think the value is of the bonus itself, and then I'm subtracting 2 years of annual fees to come up with a number that I think of as the value of that bonus. Now, why am I using 2 years as the annual fee? It's sort of a random decision to say if you get a new credit card, there's a good chance that you're going to hold it for 2 years and pay that annual fee for at least 2 years. And so that's why I do it. You don't necessarily want to be getting a lot of new cards and then getting rid of those cards very quickly, or sooner or later no one's going to give you a new credit card anymore. So if you're going to get any of these cards that have an annual fee, you probably should take into account the fact that you're probably going to want to pay 2 years worth of annual fees before you consider canceling them, or that card issuer, next time you come around looking for another bonus, they're going to look in your history and they're going to say, well, this person just gets the bonus, and then they cancel the card as soon as they can, and then they won't let you have a new card in the future when you want another big bonus. So that is why I take that into consideration in thinking about the values of these bonuses. And just as sort of a glaring example is the American Express Platinum card. This is a card with a $550 annual fee. Oftentimes this card would not make my list of best bonuses because it has such a big annual fee. In the last 3 months or so, we have seen bonuses of either 100,000 points or 75,000 points on top of an offer of 10 points per dollar at US gas stations, at US supermarkets. So if you can max out that bonus, even with 2 years of paying the American Express annual fee, well then it's got some value that makes sense. Normally to me, I wouldn't pay $550 to get to that bonus if bonuses are what I was particularly interested in, because then I'm sort of making a commitment to a big annual fee. But when the bonus is big enough, even the annual fee is not necessarily going to hurt it so much that it's not worth it. So in this case, that card does make the list. In other years and other bonuses, it probably wouldn't. All right, now let's talk about business cards, which tend to have bigger bonuses, but usually have bigger annual fees that go along with them. Leading off is going to be Southwest again. So the Southwest Performance Business Card is a card with a $199 annual fee, but you look at the bonus, there is a 70,000 point bonus if you spend $5,000 with the card in the first 3 months of having it, and you can get an additional 30,000 points if you can spend $25,000 with the card in the first 6 months of having it. So obviously that is a big spend, but if you can do both, then you can get 100,000 points, which we can think is worth anywhere from maybe $1,200 up to $1,500. Yes, $200 annual fee, but if you can get a bonus that is worth $1,500, well then obviously that is pretty huge, but again, big spend to get there. Now, if that's too rich for your blood, there's also the Southwest Premier Business Card, which has a $99 annual fee, and its bonus is 60,000 points if you spend $3,000 with the card in the first 3 months of having it. Obviously more doable for many people or many businesses if they are smaller businesses and you have a smaller annual fee. So the actual value you might get out of that bonus is going to be a little less than the other card that we talked about, but still you might be looking at anywhere from $700 to $900 of value on a card with a $99 annual fee. Other cards to take a look at on the business front, as usual, Chase has some very nice bonus offers on its Ink business cards. The Chase Ink Business Unlimited or the Chase Ink Business Cash, both no annual fee cards that, as I make this video, have a 75,000 point bonus if you spend at least $7,500 with the card in the first 3 months of having it. The value there, you are looking at least $750 if you just went for straight cash, and then you could redeem it in other ways and potentially get even more value. So no annual fee card, obviously a big spend to get there, but you can get an awful lot from that. There's also the Chase Ink Business Preferred card that has a 100,000 point bonus opportunity as I'm making this video, but you have to spend $15,000 or more in the first 3 months of having that card. It does have a $95 annual fee. Also, that is a very good card overall, so if you're someone that's looking for a business card, that is one that makes a lot of sense and has that nice bonus if you can do that big spend. Now, all of those business cards I just talked about are issued by Chase, the Southwest and the Chase branded cards. Let's talk about 7 other cards. One of them is actually issued by Chase, but the other ones are not, and they would be worth looking at as well. First of those is the US Bank Business Leverage Visa that has a bonus opportunity of $750 as I make this video. American Express's Blue Business Cash card is a no annual fee card that has a $500 bonus opportunity right now. The United Business card, nice bonus right now. Both of the American Airlines cards, one of them is from Citibank, the other one is from Barclays. Both of them have some good bonus opportunities right now. fairly similar in what they are offering. Alaska Airlines business card worth checking out, as well as the JetBlue business card. So that's the best of the bonuses right now. If you're someone that has a big spend coming up, obviously this is a way for you to jump on one of these and get something big for all that money that you are putting down on a card. Or if you're someone that's just looking to make a little extra cash in the new year, or you're looking for bonuses in general all the time, those are a lot of good options. If you have any questions or comments, cards I missed, please put them in the comment section below. Otherwise, thanks for watching. And as always, please go to proudmoney.com, where we do credit card reviews, we talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. Thank you for watching. Bye.